Some wild accusations have been coming out about LU Dort being a potential dirty player instead of playing physical defense, trying to hurt Luka Doncic on purpose when he does guard him in this series. What up? It's Bryson Akins here with another Thunder Digest video for you guys. Yeah, moving back to the little virtual court for a little bit here, just for a day or two. In the process of moving, my room is barren. I don't got anything behind me, and so hopefully by tomorrow, Tuesday or Wednesday, should be back without this virtual court. But in the meantime, if you guys like the video and you like content like this, go ahead, drop a like so I know you guys want more videos like this one. And now we'll go ahead and get into it. I don't know if you guys could tell by the signed jersey I had in the back that you guys have probably seen before, or this Torture Chamber shirt I've got on, but LU Dort's one of my favorite players, and it's been bugging me a little bit seeing that players are calling him dirty, saying he's trying to hurt Luka on purpose in this series to give OKC a chance. And I'm going to be honest, I've only really seen it by Mavs fans. And of course, if the same thing was happening against SGA, if your guys' best defensive player was playing like this against SGA, I might be saying the same thing if he's getting banged up like this on plays. But it's the fact that it's my player. It's my favorite player. And so, of course, just want you guys to know, I will be a little bit biased towards this. But I don't think he's trying to be dirty on purpose. He's just playing physical, hard, aggressive defense. And some of these calls that I've been seeing happen aren't really, I think, should be foul calls, especially this one that I saw with the last 2-minute report here. As you can see here, in the fourth quarter, with a minute 32 left here, they called it a jump ball on LU Dort and Luka Doncic, and a bunch of people wanted to say it should have been a foul on LU Dort as well instead of the jump ball. But afterwards, they clarified and showed that although both Dort, OKC, and Doncic, Dallas, have their hands on the ball becomes loose when both players return to the floor, and play should not have been stopped for a held ball. Even there, they said both players had their hand on the ball. There wasn't illegal contact or anything. They didn't mention that at all. And that it should have been a loose ball and not a jump ball. Play should have been stopped. And that's a moment that I don't want to talk about with everything. It definitely could have changed the game as it led to a J-Dub layup there to cut the lead to 1, give us some more momentum. Yeah, it could have changed the game. But I also saw Twitter going off about, really Thunder fans and Mavericks fans going off and arguing with each other whether or not LU Dort was being a little bit dirty, if he intentionally pushed Luka in the back there or brought him hard to the ground. But something that stuck out to me about that whole play there, and we're going to talk about this little scenario here. I said scenario, really this play that happened here for a minute. As you can see here, someone message out there said they call him dirty when Luka literally kicked him after the play. They say he's a flopper for selling obvious contact on like 2 plays when Luka, and to a lesser extent Kyrie, flop as soon as they feel a tiny bit of contact and complain to the refs literally every play. Now this right here, I agree with a ton. I don't know if you guys were watching the game. I was, and I freaked out a little bit too. I flipped out when I saw the replay after the supposed jump ball when they were looking back at it and showing that it should have been a loose ball and then a bucket for OKC on that end. But when I was looking back at it, you can see the play a little bit. Sure, LU Dort was being a little slow to get up, I'll be honest. He hit the floor hard, of course. But then you see Luka then kick Dort when he's trying to get up and get off of him. I get it, you're upset. I get it, that happened. You hit the floor hard. I get it, you're upset. That doesn't mean you retaliate and kick the other guy when LU Dort was clearly trying to get off of you so that you could also get up and not hurt you even more. That gives you no reason to kick him. That makes it worse. That just makes it worse for your case. Looking back at it, there's no need to kick him after the play. All right? Ball is dead, you know that, and you kick him, and the ref said nothing about it even when they show it on the replay. That's what really tickles me. That's what really gets me about this. Tickles me. It's one of my favorite words, you know. You guys will get used to it. But that's what really, just doesn't sit well with me about this whole, LU Dort's a dirty player. He's only doing this to give OKC a chance because that's the only way he can stop Luka. He's been holding him under 30 this entire time. Any other defender on our team, they're getting 30 dropped. I'm going to be honest. No other defender on our team can do what they're doing against Luka right now. And we've seen LU do it before. He is a physical player. We know this. We know Dort is a physical player. There's no doubt about that in my mind. And there's also something here from one of our Thunder reporters here. For someone Mavs fans claim is dirty and reckless, you'd think LU Dort would have a long history of seriously injuring players. Here's what I'm going to talk about with him injuring players here, all right? Him supposedly being a dirty player, he would injure players. watched every game of his career and can't recall a single time someone got seriously hurt because of Dort's defense. He's aggressive, yes, but he's not dirty. He's not dirty. He's just an aggressive player, and he's one of the better defenders in the league because he likes to play physical. He's not afraid to get a little physical. Defense now in the NBA, as we know, is more laid back. You're not hand-checking as much anymore. While LU Dort plays it, he would excel in the 1990s and 2000s with his style of play because he likes to be aggressive. However, now, a bunch of fans and players want the defense to be more relaxed because of the cause for injury. And that's when people get into talking about Dort being the supposed dirty player. When you look back, there's only been one injury that's happened when he's guarding someone, and I can't remember who it's on, but I also vividly remember after the interview is also in the comment section there that even the player that got injured said it wasn't on LU Dort. It was just a freak coincidence that it happened on that play. It wasn't because of his defense. That's the only time someone's been injured from him guarding him, and they even said it wasn't because of Lou. It was just a freak accident that happened. So as you can see there, if he really was this dirty player, he would be injuring guys every single time he's out there on the floor, and I guarantee you, this is just saying if he was, and I know he's not, and I don't want anyone getting injured. Let me clarify that before we get into this here, before I say this. I don't condone anyone purposely getting injured by another player. I think it's horrible, and I want everyone to be healthy. That way we can see the best basketball we can see. I want Luka to be fully healthy. All right, just getting that out there. I want it to be a good series and a fun series, and it can't be if someone's getting injured out there. But I'm just saying, if he's purposely trying to get someone hurt right now, it would have already happened. It would have already happened. Someone would not have been good for the series anymore. But he's not. He's just playing aggressive, and he's doing the best to make sure he doesn't hurt anyone. And it wouldn't surprise me if in the game tonight, in Game 4, if he went some hands behind his back style of defense to show, look, I'm not trying to be hurt anyone, by slapping down or anything, trying to cause bruises. I'm just playing aggressive, trying to stay in front of my man. And he is also getting a little bit of praise for that too by head coach Mark Daigneault. As you can see here, this is also, keep in mind, this is by a Mavericks reporter. This is by a Mavericks reporter. This is what he said when he interviewed Mark Daigneault. Asked under Coach Mark Daigneault about LU Dort's defense on Luka Doncic. Pretty good. He's an all-world player. We have unbelievable respect for him and what he's capable of. Dort did a great job last game because Doncic got off to a smoking hot start, and he's the kind of guy, when he starts a game like that, that could be. He had 70 earlier in the year. He's going to make the guy earn everything. And so even Mark Daigneault's kind of saying there, look, he's playing aggressive and he's doing the best he can. He's not trying to hurt someone. He's not. The accusations of LU Dort being this dirty player and he's purposely trying to injure the other side, that's not true. That's not true at all. It's not even close to being true. He's not the type of player to do that. He's not. He's never been that kind of player in his career. He's just aggressive and he tries to stay in front and he just likes to play a little bit physical. Sure, a few times there are fouls that get called on him for being too physical. But there are also times that other players will bump into him and no foul will be called. So it has to go both ways. It has to go both ways. There are physical calls that happen on him all the time when he's playing defense, but there's also some other things that happen when other players are playing defense against him, and they get physical but nothing's called because they know they have to because of how big LU Dort is and how strong he is. He's not a dirty player by any means. Let's get that clear before this video ends. He's not a dirty player. He's just playing physical, and only one player's ever been injured by him, by the way, and they said it was a freak accident. LU Dort didn't have anything to do with it, but when being guarded by him, only one player's gotten injured. They said it was a freak accident, so like I mentioned there, not a dirty player. So these accusations need to stop, and they have to stop, all right? He's probably going to prove it tonight that he's not by playing hands behind his back defense. Won't surprise me at all, like I said earlier, but that's all I got to say about LU Dort. He's my favorite player, so I've got to defend him like this, and I truly don't think he's a dirty player. Just likes to play aggressive and physical, that 1990 style of play. But if you like this video and you enjoy this kind of content, we're talking about these guys specifically, go ahead, leave a like, leave a comment so I know you guys want more videos like this, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.